Media day by day. This is Salam Media.
Just gone at 9 o'clock on News and Views on Salam Media, and a reminder that this hour of News and Views is sponsored by African Muslims Agency. African Muslims Agency, a beacon of hope to communities for over 35 years in Africa and beyond. We're now going to be talking with political analyst and trustee of Public Interest South Africa, and that is you, Tebogo Khaas. A very good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Before we proceed, I must just highlight the fact that I was hoping to be done by 9 o'clock, and already I had committed to another commitment at 9, which just leaves me in a rather sticky position. But I can afford to chat for about 5 minutes.
Perfect. I'll try and keep it short and sharp and to the point. The Johannesburg Mayor Dada Morero has already sparked controversy. He's not even in office for a full 2 weeks. What do you make of that regarding his comments on obviously foreign nationals being employed into the JMPD?
Yeah, look, the comments are very much ill-timed, and it doesn't look like they were really synthesized properly before they were made. And coming from the number one citizen of the city, you would have expected that regard would have heard about such pronouncements, which could have a serious impact on the community over which he manages. And it is regrettable that no such regard was taken, and a result of which he was forced to retract those remarks. It just shows that we should be more concerned insofar as the performance of the mayoral committee itself, because it doesn't appear that they do have any plan, at least cogent plan, to deal with the issues that are facing the city at the moment. And you cannot just make policy on the fly or just make pronouncement as you go.
Okay, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I'll just ask you one more question, and this is, I think, of grave concern, because a person of his stature and, you know, the office that he holds in the city of Johannesburg, he's made these very irresponsible remarks without applying much thought to it. There could be, this could lead to xenophobic attacks going forward, because unemployed youth are going to feel very disadvantaged, and in their anger and frustration, they might hit out in, in very dangerous ways. And very especially in the townships, we've had these incidents of xenophobia in Diepsloot, in Alexandra, etc. And we can't have something like that happening again in our country. What do you suggest should be and could be done to perhaps circumvent xenophobic attacks going forward?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if one could that could have a causing effect related to his comment, if it should happen. But certainly it doesn't help. It is not helpful in the sense that it will just heighten the anxiety that revolves around those who are xenophobic. And it might very well add fuel to what is already a volatile situation so far as tensions are concerned between local populace and foreigners. But be that as it may, it requires steady hands to be at the helm of a city, a metropolitan city such as Johannesburg, with all its tapestry of different cultures from around the world, or at least from around the continent. And for such comments to be made, it doesn't help insofar as allaying the concerns or anxiety within the communities, and especially coming from a situation where we know that there's been some flare-up of xenophobia. But we hope such ill-timed statements will not be repeated again, but one cannot guarantee that. I like the article written by former Premier of Gauteng, Bazuma Shilowa, in today's News 24, in which he laments the fact that there doesn't seem to be a cogent plan by the city to actually, specifically the mayoral committee, to deal with all the issues that are affecting the city, from bylaw enforcement, basic rules, making sure that you you provide social services that are needed. And although they pile up to creating anxiety, that might be the tinderbox for any flare-up of any sort of violence that would unfortunately be directed to Xenophobia, when in fact such anger should be directed to the city officials.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more, or rather with Shilowa. Having said that, then I guess the opposition political parties are going to go to town on this issue, and it's not the last we're hearing of it. But I do know that you've got a time constraint. We do apologize that we connected with you a little late, but thank you indeed for the time you've shared with us on the show this morning. That, of course, is Tebogo Khaas, political analyst and trustee of Public Interest South Africa. Thank you once again. It is exactly 9:06, and in a short while, we are going to be talking with Zaki Mamdu, coordinator of the Stop ECOP campaign. ECOP being a acronym for Communities and Activist Protest against the East African crude oil pipeline in Hoima and Kampala. So please do stay with us.